So, in case like you missed what I was saying through the distortion, Stevdav's deck runs Desolate Deed, which is gonna make it a really good, which is gonna make it good into Cassian, but the Cassian deck is also just really really strong. So, yeah. Yeah, the Vizsla deck has not been super popular since the release event, even though it did really well at that event. Yeah. Let's see, are they waiting for me? Let's see, did Mawloc put his bounties in? He did not yet. Okay. Yeah. All right. So is he putting one in or both? Mawloc's usually a fan of the both play. Let's see. I'm gonna fix this camera angle a bit. There we go. All right. This is a pretty solid opening hand for Mawloc. What's he putting back? Like Bad Batch is something you always want to see. I'm not sure what that other card is. Keeping Headstrong here, I think, is probably wrong, but whatever. Oof, he drew the data heist, which is not what you want to see. So this is not an ideal hand for Mawloc, but it's still really good. Truce, Cape, Bad Batch, those are all cards you want to see turn one. Data heist, not as much. But yeah, we'll see what happens. If Mawloc's able to get his battlefield, which he probably won't, it'll be really good. And yeah, it looks like he's not. So we're going to High Valley. Desolate Deed is in the opening hand. Not enough to blow up a Bad Batch in turn one though. Yeah, he can only maximum remove 3 dice, I think. No, actually no, he can get to 4 because he has the Underworld plot. So yep, there's Desolate. First action bounty board. That's what you want to do. One second. All right, so here comes Vizsla. I don't know if Mawloc is gonna Headstrong now or if he's gonna wait for Mando. I don't like keeping Headstrong here because it might end up being the thing that keeps him off of playing Bad Batch this turn, which you don't want to do. You do not want to be playing Bad Batch turn 2 into a deck with Desolate Deed. Yeah, you want to play it turn 1. Let's see. Yep, solid move there with the Guardian on the Mando. And if Mawloc is gonna play Headstrong, he's gonna play it now. Yep. All right. So it gets him value, but he's gonna have to get lucky. Oof, he drew more removal. So Mawloc is definitely gonna have to get lucky here to play Bad Batch turn 1. He's gonna have to draw some good stuff. Or well, he rolled the resource there. That's good. And there's no direct way of removing it. So that's what you want to see if you are Mawloc. And then Grief is a much higher likelihood of doing it. But he has to draw another like resource gain card off like and he's like probably 2 draws left. So it'll be tough. And yet it has to be, I think it has to be like BB-8 or Truce for him to be able to have a chance of playing Bad Batch turn 1. So this is off the bat, it's looking good for Stevdav. Because he's been able to ram into this camp, and he's got the Desolate turn 1. Grief whiffs, which you're sad about, but not like overwhelmingly sad. Oof, and the disrupt there might seal it for Mawloc. That is rough. That That's what happens when you play Headstrong turn 1. Although, if he didn't, he would be, like, his bad batch would have gotten Desolate anyway, so. Yikes. Oh no, this hold fast is still gonna be online, yeah. Yep, that's playing Headstrong turn 1. Oh, the hold fast gives you 2. That's right, yeah. So now this bad batch is effectively dead. Almost all of Mawloc's cards are dead right now. So yeah, this is one of Cassian's major weaknesses, is decks like this. Getting denied turn 1 and having like Desolate Deed. This is what you need to do to beat Cassian. But it's not over yet. This deck has a ton of staying power. If Mawloc can play like a BB-8 and bait him into using the Desolate Deed on that would be good. Who knows if Stevdav will take the bait. That's gross. At least he didn't take any damage, essentially. Yeah. Let's see. Testing camp. I remember, like, when we were first, like, building this Cassian deck, I lost to, a Desolate Deed deck, and I almost, like, wanted to totally ban it because of how bad it was. I think Beacon, you were the one playing that. So, whoa, what happened turn 1? Mawloc played Headstrong on the Mando dice, and then, like, didn't have any other way to make money. Oh, and the Tessin camp rolled disrupt, so he couldn't play the truce that he had to try and find more cards. There we go, truce. And is he just gonna play a camp to eat the deed? Let's see, will that eat the deed? Probably, yep. It does. And he's got another one in hand. The DWM when it was on, yep, I remember it. It was brutal. Yeah, that's scoop face for Mawloc. Alright. Brutal. Alright. So this opening hand is bad. Hopefully Mawloc's gonna learn his lesson and throw back Headstrong. Yep. You probably don't want to keep Gift. Actually, no, Gift is actually really good in this matchup because it makes your supports less of an investment into Deed. But I'd probably throw back Farm because I don't want to keep a Gift with 3 cards. And we should be going to Refinery this turn. Stevdav opened Desolate Deed again. Is he gonna keep Farm? Yeah, no, he's throwing it back. Good choice, good choice. Oof. BB-8's okay. Yeah, oof. Stevdav your double Desolate Deed. That's, yeah, I can sense Mawloc's anger. Oh, do Mawloc take shield? Why? Let's see, is it unique? I don't think it is. No. Yeah, no, it is unique. Okay, so he can't play both. Yeah, taking the shields is basically 100% wrong for Mawloc. Like every time you want the You want the extra resource from refinery. Cassian rolling the money is what you need. He's just gonna play the shock to remove it. He is. Master control. God. See you guys, every reason to blast video first thing. Yep. Alright, there's grief. Let's focus. Yeah, get Deathwatch Mando in so that your tricks become better. Yep, Mawloc plays strike, doesn't draw into anything yet. We'll see if Stevdav decides to go for. If he decides to go for one of the red characters and he gets first aided, then that's what Mawloc needs. Because money, he's high value, so that becomes a 2 money. Strike 1, gets strike 2, yep. Strike without drawing a card for it feels really bad. See, is he just paying 1 for BB-8? I think he is. He's trying to bait him to doing it. High Valley. Let's see if that takes the bait. Mawloc doesn't really have a Fallout play right now. He has to draw one. And he has a couple opportunities to, but he doesn't have anything right now. Then if desolating a single die VBA is actually worth it? No, it probably isn't. You're probably just fine letting him have that, and then desolating with stuff that means something later. Let's see. Hostage situation can remove 2 dice to get this desolate up to 3 to kill the Tuscan camp this turn if he needs. He also has gift for Tuscan camp, which will make which will soften the blow. Yeah, Tuscan camp is way more useful. Because that BB-8 will just sit there. Wait, he doesn't get a resource for that. Cheat Mawloc. Got a resource instead of a shield. That would be insane. You can cheat. People can cheat. What was the quote? If people want to cheat, they can cheat. Oh, he actually does it. Okay. You're Mawloc, you're happy with that. Ooh, a new draws and a contrast seizure. That's good. Contraband. He already has used the Cassian power action, but he drew the Desolate Deed with it. Mawloc is even like, if he eats this Desolate Deed on this camp, he's kind of fine because you essentially wasted 1 round, but you're fine with that. Yeah. Like he probably will be able to end this round with a Razor Crest. So maybe not. Depends on if he goes, let's see. Underworld for hostage situation would kill Tuscan Camp right away. Or that plus hostage situation would do it. He drew another gift Tuscan Camp. Nice. So you can just you can just activate, eat the dice to get a resource, and then gift another Tuscan Camp. And yeah, so yeah, Mawloc is definitely coming out ahead this round 1, I think. Cause he's gonna end up with no damage on his characters. And both Desolate Deeds gone, and probably still have 1 or 2 supports even, so. Let's see, hostage situation. Wait, can't do that. Remove. Oh no, it's remove any of your dice. Yeah, so he can remove the. But that die doesn't actually matter, because it's not Wolf's specific die. So okay, yeah, there we go. Because Wolf can just activate and roll out forever. Let's see. Yeah. So that's it. I can't. So you just activate this one, probably, and then just eat the Tuscan dice for money. Or yeah, I mean, unless one of them rolls money, because Desolate Deed doesn't blow up the Tuscan dice because they're separate, but it blows up the camp's die. There we go, and you probably should eat those. Yep. And is he gonna do it or not? He's gonna do it. All right, there we go. Mawloc is happy with that. That's the power gift. It makes in this matchup, it really softens the blow on those Desolate Deeds. Yep, claim. Yeah, you probably just need to wait that out. So yeah. Bad Dustle plays this round? Yep. Yeah. Let's see what he rolls. That's probably just gonna get eaten. Maybe not though. No, he's not. He's greeting it. Mawloc, my man. My man. Wow. Alright. Alright. I respect that. Wow. That's the power casting. You eat double Desolate Deed round 1. And you end up like this far ahead. Wow. Is he just gonna, I think he's just gonna let him keep the grief die forever. Doesn't really matter. See, so Mawloc drew into a bunch more stuff to extend his board if he wants to. And he has a Headstrong. And he doesn't have to deal with Desolate anymore. This is scoop level for pre-TWM. Almost. Yeah. He does have a camp of his own here, so he's not fully out of it. But almost. Mawloc's hand is he doesn't have enough cheap events. But yeah, he's really far ahead. Headstrong is GG. It's not quite GG. Because there's still removal that he has in hand. And Mawloc's not guaranteed to be able to make enough money to play out the rest of his board. But if he can get enough damage to kill this Mando this turn, then yeah, it's basically GG. Like no matter what Stevdav is able to accomplish, he can't really get back from DWM kill. But if he can keep DWM alive, then he's got a shot. No world of this doesn't have value for Manos. Yeah, probably. But there is a shot. Camp that, play Kizo. Yeah, it's gonna be hard to protect this Mando through double Tusken Camp activations. Oof, especially because he rolled a 3 there. Ooh, he's gonna shop it for dollars. Yeah. This bounty here is actually, these bounties are both gonna be big when they go off. 5, 6, 7 damage on board. You do have Headstrong here. You don't really care as much about the indirect on the DWM, so I'd say just go for it now. Pretty sure the Stevdav used pre-PA for shield on DWM. He might have, but I'm not gonna go back at this point. Interesting move there. Kind of like it. Ooh. Okay. Solid. No block stall for Stevdav was bad for him. Yeah, I'm starting to think that this is basically out of control for Stevdav. There's really not a ton else that he can do. Mawloc's gonna play this Headstrong. Now is his last chance. If he's not, then that's also a good play. That's a valid play. See what he does. He looks like he's going for it. Yep. Untap, draw a card. And he drew Greed also. That's a really good draw. Alright. So you look at this dice pool. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 damage showing for Stevdav. Mawloc still has a couple things left to do. Stevdav only has 2 cards left for reroll. No removal. So he's just subject to the whims of whatever Mawloc rolls. Still going for Grief. That's wrong. Yep, only chance is to kill casting. Yeah, Beacon's right. You have to go after casting here. The reason why you go after Grief is to turn off the yellow cards and to avoid first aid. But first aid's already dead. And like most of the yellow cards have been played. The only ones that's left is like a single copy of Headstrong and your Greeds. But Greed doesn't really matter in the late game, so yeah. Not as much as casting to reset for sure. Defiant. Yep, he forgets that Greed gets an extra action. And he needs to reset his plots also. Not that it's gonna matter. Okay, he got that. Let's see. It's a 3, 4, 5, 6. He's got 8 direct and 2 indirect. 3 indirect, 4 defiant. That's not exactly what you want to see. Yeah. Let's see. 7. I know he'd be 1 short of kill on casting if he went after it. But he would have gotten there if he had rolled damage on this pre. So it was still definitely the right play to go after Cassian. Yeah, playing the long game with that hostage situation, that's how you do it. Smart play there by Mawloc. Here goes Grief. Rolls money. Now Mawloc just needs to find enough here to spike DWM, which he should be able to find. But it's not guaranteed. Creeds. He's got 3 of it. He's got a lot more cards to reroll with. 3 more, so. He's what, 2 things that could get him there on Grief and 1 thing that could get him there on the Tuscan die. So what, 2 and 3 or 1 and 3? What's that probability? I can't. I'm too tired to do the math in my head. He's greeting on the... Yeah, that also is a 1 second in there. Oof. And he's got it. All right, that's a dead Mando. So he gets 2 money, wanted, and then he gets to play card for free. Is he gonna play the Black Slaw to deny him to it, or is he gonna go with the Stormtrooper Cell to push damage? He's going for the Stormtrooper Cell. But it's highly likely we're seeing a game 3 here, because Cassian survived. There's just 3 more. So yeah, Mawloc just needs to find 10 next round, which should be no problem. He ditch out right here. Yep. He's got unique perspectives also. That's 2 free damage. He has heals from it also. He's got a 2nd headstrong, so yeah. It's basically GG. It's Black Stall. Den of Thieves in hand. Hostage situation. A lot of removal. Mawloc's hand is a lot of events. Starts off with the UP. Heal 2. Deal 2. Draw a card. He's Jerk Cape. Mawloc is yeah, Mawloc's got this game almost under wraps. Cape is gonna keep Grief alive for another action. Oh no, it's not because of High Valley. So that actually means his headstrong is dead, but it's probably not gonna matter anyway. Here's Campy. Not an amazing roll, but you don't really in these kinds of decks you don't really care what your initial rollout is because you're gonna reroll and focus later. You can just kind of chill. I'd probably resolve this disrupt before rolling anything else out. We'll see if he decides to play the shock. Because Underworld's already... Did he tap Underworld? Did he do something with it? No, I don't think he did. So it should still be up. Use any shadows killing grief here. Yep. Alright, here comes the Viz. It's not a great rollout. Reap. Cassian, draw a card. Gotta love it. And then you play farm, reset, draw more cards. Easily done with Underworld. Yeah. Am I missing in chat? No. It's hostaging Cassian. Interesting. Force him to farm with Defiant if he wants to farm. Oh, he gets a ping with the black stall also. Yeah. Yeah. This Vizsla deck was actually my only loss with Cassian at the release tournament. Believe it or not. Alright, Contraband Seizure. Draws 2. Gets what he wants. Let's see, that thing is power action. Yeah. Company. Let's see. Looks like we're gearing up for a reroll here. Is he going to pitch this den? He is. That's big. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 damage showing. That's enough to kill Wolf. Which would turn off the Cassian PA. And Mawloc can't really stop it. So if Mawloc wants to reset this round, he's gotta go now. Two. You gotta push your 3rd damage with the oh no, he's keeping it alive for hold fast. Reap. On top. Disrupt 1. Yep. That takes shock offline. Oh, that's a melee side. I thought it was a range side. Wait, what did he do there? Oh, it was the ambush from the Reap. Yeah, that did it. So he played Reap, reset the camp die. Oh no. Wait, oh no, yeah. Okay, wait, so let's see if Stevdav lets him rewind. Because technically he did resolve it. Let's see if they're gonna ask me. Hey, Stevdav saying okay. So, but yeah, so I guess take that or something as damage. You still probably just kill Wolf. Because you're not really gonna make any mileage on Cassian. So the off chances go to the next round, you're not gonna deal with Cassian reset. But it wasn't good. Oh no. Oh, this actually kind of makes sense. Now resolve the disrupt. It's bad batch. Now you play shock. Because if you don't play shock, your money gets lost next round or next action. Should really been the action before, but Mawloc didn't catch it. So now you have an opportunity to punish Mawloc for doing that. Hey, he takes it. All right. Cassian PA is burnt, but let's see. He only needs 8, and he's easily enough. Mawloc easily has enough firepower to get 8 this turn. Well, really 9 through the Vizsla PA, but whatever. It was 1-on-1. Interesting. I mean, the engineer does have a 2 damage side. So, not bad. So he's got 4 out of the 9 that he needs. Well, 5 out of the 9 actually. 2. Reset. Activate it. Disrupt. You should have gone Truce Disrupt, okay? Then you get to draw a card also. Not that it matters. 3, 4, 5, 6. I think that's lethal. No, it's not quite. It's 1 short. And oh, still short. And he got it. All right, game 3. Mawloc just showed on live stream how to deal with Desolate Deed if you're Cassian. Although Stevdav arguably did misplay it pretty heavily. Stormtrooper on max 2 rounds around. Yeah. I mean, yeah, like at this point in the round, like you don't really like rely on rolls because you just have so many dice. Yeah, let's see. It could be anyone's game. We saw two fairly polar opposite games. No, sure, is obviously having misplay. Yeah, no, not obviously, but like I said, arguably, didn't I? Arizona is better against Cassian because of 2 disrupts and discards. Yeah, I think I agree. Cassian does not like disrupts and discards. Because this version of it is even more weak to just not having enough firepower, not having enough gas to like put stuff to start your engine, you know? Because like once you get a support down, you can make insane plays off of it. But like if you get stopped before you even get a single support down, then you're out of luck. Mawloc really likes his Din ship. I don't run it in my list. But it's like I can see the argument for it because it effectively has 2 resource sides. So it is now Stevdav's choice of battlefield. We've gone with high value the last 2 games, and we're going with it for 3rd. Didn't ship good. Yeah, it's good. It just didn't make the cut in my list because I like Defiant more than that. All right, he drew the Desolate Deed. Where does 6th card come from? Why does he have 6 cards? Okay, they're fixing it. Did he... Oh, I think he must have kept Relby in his mulligan? Yeah, so that's the one card that he kept. So yeah, he's just gonna redraw the other cards. All right. And Mawloc Solana. Yeah, that's fine. It's totally fine resolution. And he doesn't draw a deed. All right. So Mawloc can kind of just go off. And he drew a mixed hand. Yeah. Wow. He's gonna follow the data heist with bounty board. He's got the Contraband Seizure, which is gonna open his hand up a lot. Goes for the discard. Hits one of the headstrongs. Okay, that's you don't really care about that because it's not really gonna affect you. Gift. That's insane. All right, and truce. Yeah, this is really good for Mawloc. Deed was 6 card. Yeah, so the mulligan didn't really cost him that. But yeah, no deed is still rough. He does get camp. That's it. If camp rolls disrupt, that could be bad, but Mawloc has ways of answering that. And it doesn't, so he doesn't have to worry about it. And grief rolls the money. So yeah, he's gonna be able to straight cast this Bad Batch instead of gifting it if he wants. But usually Bad Batch is like a fairly good card to gift. But yeah, you go either way. He really now is really greedy. It's tagged, hits Chemical Strike. Yeah, Stevdav is really trying to greed this Guardian play on the Mando to get something off of it. We'll see if anything comes of it. He decides to just activate. Truce into Disrupt here is actually a solid play, I think. There's no Disrupt showing on Stevdav's side. You don't have to do it now, though. Yeah, Mawloc making the right play and deciding not to play this Headstrong. That's good for him. And there's a reroll. And that's kind of ugly. 5 damage, but nothing really on the other 3 dice. Goes for the Truce into, I'm assuming, Disrupt. Yep. Major bag alert. goes for grief. And here comes the Bad Batch. Alright. He's not going for the gift play. He'll gift this Din's shit probably. He needs to reset the plot. He made it big and everything. He's still not remembering to reset the plot. There we go. He got it. If Mawloc gets lucky enough, he can kill Death Watch Mando this turn. He's probably not going for that play though. We'll see what he might. I don't even know if he'll go for the gift play. He might just try and straight cast this Den ship to get the guaranteed die this turn. We'll see what he does. I would probably go for gift. Just because of the potential for more insanity. He needs Cassian PA here. Oh, he's going for the straight cast play. He rolls into what he needs for it, which is a single resource, and he can use the focus on the engineer to get to either one. But now we're gonna see the downside of this play is that he basically had to use a whole Bad Batch activation to get there. Whereas gift would have gotten you there for free. Gift. Theoretically, but like you would have to reroll into it, which you're kind of fine with. Especially with these shields showing, like it's realistically not gonna happen. Let's see. Instead of getting a lot of damage this turn, including getting grief 3 remaining health, is what he needs, and he rammed into camp. So that's like, I mean, it's about as good as you can do without a Desolate Deed. But Mawloc is also going to have a really good board state at the end of this, and potentially a lot of damage on DWM, depending on how things go. Like he could kill. He has enough firepower if he rolls max to kill Death Watch Mando. Check a kill his own DDM. Yeah, we'll see what happens. He rolls it 2. See what else Mawloc decides to go with. Goes for an engineer, gets a focus. Goes for clone trooper. Let's see. Yeah, so the likelihood he kills DWM is low here. But he still has a really good board state. Focus. You just go $1 here. Yep. Because the $1 lets you play unique perspectives, which is better than the 2 because you get to draw a card off of it and I just filter through your deck. And you get the heal 2 off of it and you get to see another card. Mando is still the target. Okay, you don't switch to Viz. Okay, good. Two and 2. And he gets to draw a card also. Oh, he forgot that. Oh no, he remembered it. Alright. And you just ditch that card, lets you filter through, see another card. this is a good hand for Mawloc. This is a really good hand. And it's not a great one for. Actually, that's an okay enough hand for Stevdav. That's a good enough roll. Headstrong to take on anyone. Burns it right away though. He still has double strike, in case things get hairy on the back end. That's enough to get lethal on Vizsla, but that's enough to get lethal on the R and Grief. That's enough lethal to get not enough to get lethal on the DWM. But there's a headstrong to take on anyone on Stevdav's side as well. So we're not going to see that happen. Alright, there's lethal and grief, unless he does something about it. And he's gonna do something about it. Doesn't get to draw a card because the plot's exhausted, but still gets to reset Bad Batch. It feels so bad going from playing Cassian to playing a normal deck. Because you don't get to draw a card every time you play an event. Like, that feeling is just, it's so good. It's just like, oh, this event just lets me just draw another card. I love it. And now it's like, playing a normal deck is like, oh, I just have 5 cards in his hand. I can't like find anything else to do stuff with later. That's dumb. Alright, here's Cassian. It's the focus, which could get you to lethal on DWM. He didn't lose his wanted yet, so he still has a bounty board to go for that. That's a dead grief. And there goes bounty board. Stevdav still has hold fast removal, and he still has he has Underworld into Headstrong as well. So he's by no means out of removal. But it's gonna be really, really hard to save this DWM. Oh, basically impossible. Mawloc can go like focus the 2, and you remove the 2, and then you activate. You have to deal with a whole other Bad Batch activation and a Din's ship. So yeah, and you can deal with 2 of the Bad Batch dice, but you can't deal with all of them. So yeah, there's just not enough there. Here's a reroll. Oof, wuss. Let's see. Is he gonna play Everybody Profits and commit himself out of? Or is he just gonna reroll with it? No, he's rerolling with it. All right. That's a good roll. We'll see if it's good enough. He's 1 short of lethal on Wolf. But he's not going to get there because of strike a deal anyway. So it doesn't really matter. Who commits himself? Well, he's not committed out of hold fast. He just has to use his 3 for 1, which he's probably not going to do. So yeah, you focus to 2. And if you want to hold fast, you can hold fast. But you're getting enough 3 damage to do it. Yeah, taking that dollar there was probably not smart. Because he has Underworld. If he needed to play Headstrong, he could Underworld for Headstrong. But yeah, either way there, like no matter what, Stevdav is losing out on something. There's the Din ship. Let's see. Is Mawloc gonna go with an engineer? He is. So here comes Headstrong for both those. So now his only way of getting lethal on DWM without playing other stuff is but he can play other stuff. It doesn't matter. Is to get this Din ship, but he can play other stuff, so he'll be fine. I really think Stev had to keep the EP to win this. Maybe. Probably. Let's see. He's already used the Cassian PA this round. His Tuscan Camp is dead. There we go. He rolls into 2, which is lethal on DWM. There we go. So he gets $2, and he gets the Data Heist lets you spot opponent's characters, right? Yep. So he can play the Tuscan Camp, spotting Vizsla. Taking rerolls. 2-4. Yeah. Yep. Mawloc has got this on lock, it looks like. Stevdav had a good run. He won a game, but you know, just Desolats that didn't quite go perfectly, and a game with no Desolats will do that to you. Here's Bad Batch. Doesn't get exactly what he needs. Yeah, no Desolat all this game. It's rough. Even one turn 2 like could have helped a lot. But such is the way of things. Still has a hold fast and a shock, and a hostage situation, but he's probably just not gonna be able to withstand the full might of Mawloc's forces. And he would kind of wish there. Bobby, we know from all those good and crazy people, my friends. All right. There we go. Strike. 2. Reset Bad Batch. Draw a card. Your command. Command is just 1 die here, so not the greatest. Going for reroll. Really? He's keeping those? Okay. Well, I guess you really do need to keep shields. His discard. What do you do there, Cape? Takes the disrupt. It's really not gonna matter. We're basically in a lame duck game right now. You just command for a single discard side just to guarantee it. Stevdav does not have enough removal to keep Mawloc off of damage here. He has some, but not enough. Let's see. You can remove 3 dice here. Mawloc needs to resolve realistically 4 dice. Maybe even less than that. And he has like so many more things to go. Takes 2 shields. Detect. It's the hold fast. It's 2 damage. Hold fast. Hit it. Get it out of there. So yeah, 6 times. So Mawloc needs to resolve 4 dice here to win. Stevdav can only block 1 more of them. Well, actually, it's only like 2 more of them. So yeah, but Mawloc has more than enough firepower to win here. There's really not a ton of commentary to add. It's just inevitability at this point. Is that's 6? You can shock one of those. This is 5, 6, 7. 8 health left once you take the shield. And there's 8 damage on this board. And Mawloc takes it down. Support style. What a game. Yeah, that's Cassian for you. Not much you can do to stop it once it gets going. Yeah. That's not even its final form. Alright, so we're officially through 1 round of this top cut. Top 4, we have, let's see. Let me see if I can get the bracket on screen. Oh. There we go. Let's see, did I say anything in chat? Just thanks for the game. Alright, yeah, so let's see. Yeah. Mawloc just added me in Discord telling me the score. Alright, so as you can see on screen, top top 4. We have Vika on the Wookiee deck versus Beacon Fire on Gideon Snoke. And we have Mawloc on this casting deck versus Hippo on the Thrawn Mill deck, which I think is going to be a challenge for it. We'll see. We'll see what happens. I'm looking forward to that match and to the Beacon versus Vika match, because those are both like rogue decks. So they aren't like top tier, but they exist. They do stuff. But yeah, unfortunately, Eric's Mono Blue Hero lost to the Mill deck, which makes sense. It's Thrawn. It beats that. I was disappointed that I lost to Gideon Snoke with Lando Senator. I was trying to prove that supports outside of casting can still be good, but it was not my cut. So thank you all for tuning in. I'm gonna head out. Let's take a look at predictions. Let's see whose predictions are doing well. Let's see. I picked myself to win, so I'm out of it. Everyone else picked Vika to win, so they're all still going. And looks like Vika's own bracket had Eric beating Hippo. Everyone else is perfect so far. So, that's the state of predictions. Thank you all for tuning in. I'm ending the stream for real this time.